Hi everyone, and welcome to Miss Profile. We're your host, Darlene.
And Nishi.
So today we have a special guest with us, Shane.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So Mishi, how do you know Shane?
I met Shane at one of my good friends' houses by the name of AJ. He's amazing. And this tall glass of water was there, and we engaged in an amazing conversation. And I said, I have to bring you on my podcast because what better is it to have not only a good-looking guy, but a good-looking guy with opinions?
And when Mishi told me about Shane, I thought the special thing about him was that he has never online dated.
Never online dated before.
So I thought this was going to be really special.
And hilarious at the same time. Love it.
So let's get started. Shane, why not? Is it a fear? Is it no time, you think? Or what is it?
No, I don't think it's so much either one of those. I'm more apt and out to have an interaction with someone in my daily life where there's them breaking into my routine and being noticed that way. I like and find that much more endearing and authentic for myself and how I like and what I like in, I guess, situations, almost, I guess, fantasizable situations, because that's what it would be of how when you meet someone, what that's going to be and how that situation is going to all detail. Yeah.
Absolutely. I dream about those situations every day of my life. I can't wait to walk into a Starbucks and say, oh my gosh, there's my new husband. But it doesn't always work like that, Shane. So that's good. I like that.
Do you feel, though, that there's a whole lot of time that you're able to give to a dating life or to trying to find someone? Or do you feel like it's going to happen organically because people are online dating now versus just trying to meet people?
I think that once again, I don't think it'll be. I think it would be organically for me because it's going to be. I've chosen that. I not selfishly, but I do have a career and I am driven and I do have a drive and focus to be successful. And therefore, I'm engaged in a lot of different scenarios and situations where I come across these same prototype people of myself, and that's where the interaction and engagement is for me. I think that for myself, it is a task and time consuming when I've got to go to the phone or online and flip and swipe through and read biographies of people, because just because they can write a beautiful story of who they are, that doesn't mean that's who they are. And you've got to go through searching through that, the anticipation of the hope for that, and then finally the meeting of that. Whereas opposed the other way, it's just natural and it is organic because it manifests itself right there in front of you in your ordinary daily active life.
Okay, so I have a personal question for you. Not too personal.
We're all family.
Yeah, we're all family here.
Who I've only known for a day.
We can edit out, well, nothing really, but just kidding. So when was your last relationship? How long ago was it?
Serious relationship about a year ago.
Okay, so it ended about a year ago?
Correct.
And how long was that relationship?
4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how did you meet this person?
In my daily activity, in my daily life.
Okay.
Almost in the Starbucks line. No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. I was out hanging out at a popular spot.
The
and,
barista read her name on the cup and you...
Absolutely.
Jenny, that's her.
The way she read my name back to me said it all for me. Yeah. No, we were out having dinner with some friends, and then we stepped to the bar next door to have a drink. And
Okay.
That's how I met.
Was this in which state?
Here in California, in Long Beach.
Oh, in Long Beach.
Correct. On 2nd Street.
Oh, which bar, if you don't mind telling us?
Shannon's.
Oh, shit!
Oh, wow.
Well, we have some great memories at Shannon's.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I wouldn't imagine meeting someone that I was going to date long term there. If you not, I mean.
No. And that's the whole cliche thing about it.
Uh-huh.
I think, and that was the manifestation, and that was the whole unique beauty of it right there. Is it was that of the most unexpected that actually arranged itself to be so accommodating for so long.
I love it.
Okay, so here's the thing. now I feel that we're so consumed, I guess, in our work. Some people are going back to school, you know. There's not a whole lot of time to meet people. And so I mean, there's nothing wrong with meeting someone organically, obviously. I think it's good to leave both doors open, you know? But I would say that online dating is now the new bar scene. It's the new Shannon's.
It's the new normal.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you feel about that?
No, I believe it is. I call it the sex buffet. I think that's what it is. You know, but here I have a unique perspective on that. I think that you know, socially and digitally, or socially we're moving so digitally that it's becoming so prioritized by that. I think that with that happening, that's what you're going to get, is that right there, because it's instant karma. It's quick, it's fast, it's there, it's flip through, fly through, whatever, it's there. And I think that we need to, it would be great to, I like to organically meet that person, like say for instance that the student that's studying, that doesn't have time to do that anyway, and go out and do the dinners and the parties that usually come behind that online dating anyway, because just because you find each other on the computer, that's not where you're dating.
Yeah.
So why not ask for a study buddy? What happened to that type of interaction where you put yourself out there in that way, where you find the cutest guy in the class and ask him to study with you?
And I agree with that 100%. And
First of all, you wouldn't concentrate.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
That's number one.
But that's my point. But with the other, you're going to be concentrating either.
It's a different element. You're in a different headspace, you know. But I do have a question for you, if you don't mind answering it. Are you single now, and have you met somebody or have you met somebody organically?
In the last year.
That's a funny and trick question, because
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
here's the thing: the beautiful lady and woman that I met at Shannon's, naturally, as I said, it's way opposite of the cliche story there, because it did last for so long, and we went on to have two beautiful kids together.
Oh, do you?
That we coexist.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So we still coexist, and because of that nature of the children and trying to be good parents and be there for one another, you kind of you do intertwine and weave in and out of that kind of, you're not together but you really are.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then that just mutual respect for each other and the beneficiaries of being a mother and father together. Some of those.
It's a little ambiguous. I would imagine it's hard to distinguish what your relationship is.
Yeah, it is hard. So that's why I say it's a hard, tough, tricky question, because you know it's the whole yin and yang, the wax and wane.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, when it's accommodating, of course, it's you're together, and then when it's hard and it's rough and it's a bad week and you want to just, because of the kids and just life itself, want to kick each other in the butt.
Yeah.
And then of course, well, now you're accommodatingly not
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
You know?
So imagine if you were online dating and you could build up a great pen pal via Wi-Fi, and you had some time to meet someone and really get to know them via email or text message or a phone call, and then you meet them. I think that's kind of organic too, you know? It's not as organic as running to somebody at Shannon's or at Starbucks, but I mean, I think it could work. And I think too, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of times now, and where we want to help people is we see profiles and they all look the same. So it's pretty generic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to create the originality in people again, and help them create what's different about them on their profile.
What's unique? What's going to make you stand out? What's going to make you be that one person at Starbucks or that one person at Shannon's? So I definitely think that with our service, it provides a need to several individuals out there, i.e. yourself.
You don't have to tell us
You
now.
don't tell us now. Don't worry, Shane. You already
You're a
emailed us.
special
Don't
guest,
worry.
yeah.
Special guest. Just kidding. But yeah, it's definitely a zone in its own, and we know that some people are hesitant to online date. They don't know where to start. Some people are in situations similar to you where they've had long-term relationships. They were very comfortable because they did meet somebody organically, but times have changed so much that now this is the new normal. And guess what? Darlene's a prime example of somebody who actually found someone organically, as you would say, online now, and married them. So he's not a weirdo. Matt, are you out there? Well, he's not here, but he's not a weirdo.
He's hiding by.
We don't want to show he's a weirdo. But
He's our next
he's a
special
great
guest.
he's an amazing person. So to each his own. Don't get me wrong, but I definitely think that you should try it.
At least not eliminate it
At least on one.
completely, right?
True.
Okay. Any other questions about, or do you have any questions for us?
Yes.
No, I like the. I think it's all been collaborative and informative here.
Okay.
The questions I would have, I think we've touched basis on them through just questions and answers here.
Do you have any questions about online dating or?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'll just go.
Have you ever went to a site and just like?
No,
out of
actually,
curiosity?
I'm flying. Here's the funny thing. I was in Arizona last week, and I'm flying next to a guy, and I look over,
He has Bumble up.
and he's just
Probably.
flipping through faces.
Yeah.
He's just flipping through faces. At first, I thought he's like some swimsuit illustrated pervert, and I caught on to what he was doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's selecting his mate. So when he lands, he'll have his lunch, I guess. But
Yeah.
so
Some apps are proximity.
and then
so-
then I we land and I get my baggage and meet my friends at baggage claim, my coworkers, and we're headed off to the next event together. And we get in the cab and hanging out and look over, and it's my coworker. Hey man, do you know this Bumble? It'll track you wherever whatever state you're in, and just give you just all of this. And he's just flipping through, and I'm like, well, is that all it is? It's just pictures? And he's like, no, man, it's like bios and all that other stuff.
They have lives.
And I'm like, okay, well let's check a bio out. And you know, the funny part is the bio's about that long, and there's about 15 pictures, so 15, 20 on average. I saw. And so here's the funny part: I saw some of the most beautiful women with some of the most terrible biography, and then I saw some of the other side with some of the most beautiful biography, and so then I'm further confused and wanting to do this with just a picture, and then I hear these catfish stories.
Oh.
But
those
you
are
can't
nightmares,
control.
yeah.
And those are
I
nightmares.
understand there's anomalies, but
And they happen to both men and women. It
Mhm.
happens all the time. Trust me. Men out there, you are catfishing women
Yeah.
just as much as women are. It's definitely a duo item.
But do you like suspense?
I do.
Because whenever you go on a date, it's very suspenseful because you don't know what you're gonna get until you actually sit down and you're like, what?
I know.
Who are you?
I know, but then what about all the false energy and pacification till you get through it? And on
But
the
that's
other
why
side
it's,
it's
I
done.
always recommend, and that's a good point, Shane, I always recommend having a phone conversation
Mhm.
so that way you get the chemistry over the phone, you get the interaction, you kind of get to know who this person is a little bit, you can see the sense of humor, whatever you like. I mean, you're a funny guy, you're witty, and that's something that I definitely could see you drawing out of a woman, but that's not something that I think you would want to see naturally over the phone.
Mhm.
I get that, but that gives you a little bit of an enticing moment.
And scheduling a date fairly soon. Not
Yeah,
waiting 4
exactly.
months to schedule something, you know.
Because after you have that phone conversation, you're feeling good, and you're saying, you know what, I think I would meet you in person. I'll take the 20 minutes out of my day to squeeze you in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Makes sense.
And it's tough, though, trust me. I
But
mean,
that's so true. Everyone's doing it, right? So there's a big pool of people out there that are online dating.
I mean, your coworker.
Yeah.
And it's not something that guys always talk about when they are with their coworkers or whatnot. Like, hey, who are you dating? Hey, what's going on with you? Blah, blah, blah. You just happen to glance over.
And see, and I
it's
think
all
that's the
like-
insincerity of it. I think that's the whole overall insincerity portion of it. I think. I don't know.
There's a lot of sites out there, something for everyone.
Yeah.
But definitely understand where you're coming from.
And the ones like a Bumble, not necessarily Bumble, but there's a lot of sites out there that are the sex buffet, as you referred. So, I mean, if that's not for you, then there's other ones out there, not for you, but anyone out there, you know, then they can pick a site that's for their future instead of for now or tonight.
Or
Or this
just-
moment, or when they land.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna move on from dating in the millennium and move on to S.O.S, which is sex, opportunity, and sports.
One of our favorite segments, which is S.O.S, and it shows us kind of a collaboration of a bunch of different items or topics that we'll discuss. So one is, or to start off, is sex. So what's something that new that you've heard recently?
First of all, Shane, what do you do? So we know a little bit about where your knowledge is coming from and your expertise.
Medical sales, equipment, and sleep disorder specialist for 6 years. Sleep disorders of breathing, more recently, currently, acute respiratory chronic care and airflow air clearance for cystic fibrosis and ALS patients.
Wow.
So
you dealt with a lot of sleep apnea before.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's an epidemic.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an epidemic.
Do you know CPR?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
That'd be ironic
If you started
you
choking, I
did
could save you.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's good for kids too. That's good. I like that. So, tell us some things that you have listened to or read recently that can spice up our sex lives.
Yeah, here's a good one. Interesting enough. The other day I read in an article about a doctor in Beverly Hills called Dr.O. And I did go by and check this address out. And there is a Dr.O. It wasn't just some, happy journalist out there that got paid for something that he didn't really go check out. I did. It was there. He did his homework. His name is Dr.O. And as he got older in life, his libido, he felt, started to fade, if you will. And his wife was much considerably younger than him. And so therefore, this naturally posed a problem.
So,
You don't
she's in her
say.
early 20s. You don't have to tell us.
Yeah. And so it started out with himself where he would take the very smallest gauge of needle and on his arm or in his shoulder pull out blood and then take the blood and inject it into the head of his penis. And he noticed that not only did this kind of rejuvenate his libido, but it also worked as in a Viagra sense.
Was it the pain of the needle or the blood that he's injecting? Bless you.
The what now?
Was it the pain of the needle or the blood that
It was.
went?
Yes, the blood that he's going to. It's
And he's
just.
injecting it to, okay.
So he's going to take blood from his arm, just a small amount,
Wow.
and then insert it into the head. So this started. He started trying this, and it started working for him. To the point that he started trying it on other patients just to make sure that it wasn't a
Just
placebo.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
So that he
Exactly.
just wasn't doing
Yeah.
a placebo effect
Yeah.
on himself, going through the pain of that placebo. So
This feels
I
great.
could imagine. And how he talked any of his other clients
Yeah,
into that.
right?
How do you start that conversation?
Let me just try something
So
like
hear me
this.
out on this. Hear me out. So I'm going to take this needle or this blood, I'm going to put it here.
This is gonna
You're
go in
gonna-
your head.
But if someone's
Beyond
that
feeling
desperate.
that initially, you're ultimately going to feel that.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Get past that part. Get past that part. So it's a mental roadblock. Get over that hurt.
You might be swollen for a couple hours. That's hilarious.
So started using it, trialing it on other clients, and they liked it. They loved it. It worked for them. So one day, his wife, young wife, was there at the office and asked what it was all about. Asked if it was behind why his libido and appetite had been so vigorous recently. So he said, "Yeah, well, let me tell you what this is about." And he did. And she goes, "Oh my God, I want to try it. Let me try it." So he does the same thing, blood from her arm, except this time for the woman, injects it into the clitoris.
Wow.
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 Dr.O.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that is his name for Dr. Orgasm.
Is it a temporary? Is it so it's like a 4-hour type of thing like Viagra, or is it?
No, it's a, so far, statistics, show 14 to 21 days.
Whoa.
And it's supposed to be the most explosive orgasms, the most...
Only when you want them, though, right? It's not spontaneous.
No.
You're walking down the street.
Or you're like at work, like
Yeah,
when
right,
you just
right.
go into convulsions. What happens?
No, only upon arousal.
Yeah.
Only upon arousal.
Harry met Sally.
Wow,
Depending on
that's
what
really-
field of work you're in.
Yeah, right? That's ludicrous.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
So Dr.O, okay.
Dr.O. Look him up.
Do we know how much he charges for it?
I don't know that. The article that I read, it didn't. I wasn't privy to that information. I haven't gone in and made an appointment for myself. I'm not lacking in that category yet, as a young man that I am. So I don't know.
That's interesting. We're gonna find the article and we'll put it online on our website.
Yes.
Missprofile.com.
I will help.
For you
I will
guys.
help make that happen.
Thank you,
I will
Shane.
find that
Appreciate
out.
it. Wow.
Wow, I think that's some good research though.
It is. That's exceptional. And no one's really heard of it. I haven't heard of that particular
14 to 21 days.
procedure yet.
The only and it falls under the vaginal rejuvenation category.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It does
okay.
fall under that category.
Okay. I've heard of that, so I didn't know.
Wow, you can just get like a nip and tack and then a whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Dr.O. That is
Mommy
good.
makeover for
That's
those over 40.
beautiful.
Right.
So let's continue. What's some opportunities that we can focus on for this day or this week, I guess I should say, for a better you, a better now?
You're asking me for Shane.
All of you.
Well, let's see. Right now, this is what I would say right now. We are coming out of summer, right? It's October. It's still pretty warm. We don't want to let go of our workout habits because we get in this big run before the summer. We start looking good. And then I know, at least for me, my pitfall is when it stops being hot outside, I tend to stop going to the gym as much. So I know you've showed me some cool workouts, trying to keep things a little bit fun and creative and new, So I would just suggest not letting go.
Check out some of our new fabulous workouts on missprofile.com. We have a buns workout, love working my glutes.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely does get jiggly from time to time, but we have some great glute workouts in there.
That's a really good one.
Also like to focus on this little part under here. Some call it the wings, some call it flab, whatever you want to call it. We have some great arm workouts as well. Those are the two areas of my focus for these next 2 to 3 weeks. Anything for you, Shane?
Opportunity. Go out, be social, not in the digital way, and be out in the field, organic way. Reach out, hug someone, high five someone, shake a hand, tell somebody you appreciate them, create a vibe, a positive one, and just ride it.
I like that. It's definitely unique when there is a stranger that tells you something positive about yourself. It really does put a new tune to your day. It really lightens you up and kind of gets your headspace in a different mode. And I love that. That's a great tip, Shane. Thank you.
It's emotional vibrations.
Yeah.
It is. And right now, too, it's true. Like, we walk down the street and we're like, this typically, Pokemon
Neck
Go.
cramp
Yeah.
and all. So let's talk about some sports. I know you love sports, Shane. Do you as well? For me, my focal point is I'm in love with the Vikings right now. Obviously, I'm a huge Niners fan. Everybody knows that. But come on, 4-0. They're doing something right. And I just want to say kudos to the team because Sam Bradford, I do like you, but you're showing me a whole different level of you, and I love that. What about you?
Actually, I was going to mention, have you seen the show Ballers?
I have.
Hey, I saw an article that showed all the current TV pop stars or stars. Dwayne Johnson for Ballers makes $450,000 an episode.
He's the highest paid person this year in Hollywood.
Well, unless you count the 3 characters from
What show?
I don't.
Game of Thrones.
I don't watch
HBO?
shows.
Just give us like.
I'm
what's
trying
the
to think.
nationality.
The girl character and her real last name is Kuko. It's it comes on at like 7 o'clock in the middle of the day. It's got the little quirky guy.
Like during like a daytime show.
Yeah, it's got the little quirky guy.
Good ALA or something like
And
that.
his-
No, like
roommate.
theory, like
Big Bang Theory. Big
yeah.
Bang Theory.
Yeah,
Those-
they make a lot of money. Yeah,
those
they
Big
make a lot of
Bang
money.
Theory.
Yeah.
Those 3 characters make $1 million per episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Per episode.
What?
But Dwayne the Rock, 'cause he has
Much.
like endorsements and everything else. Like he gets a lot of just paid.
True,
You know?
true. Okay,
Yeah.
just pay.
And you know, when I started watching The Big Bang Theory, I thought I was the only one who watched the show because it was funny.
My mom
and
watches
Dorothy
it.
thought funny, but then I started to realize so many other followers
Mhm.
literally watched it.
Yeah.
But it's a good show.
It's
Wow,
pretty
that's
funny.
impressive.
Yeah.
You don't watch that, Shane?
I do. Well, no, I don't watch much
You don't
TV
really watch
at all.
it.
I
Okay.
don't. But when I do, I've seen it and I do like it. I like the premise of the show. It's fun.
Okay. So what do you do for fun?
Watch a lot of documentaries and no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm active with my kids. I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, so I'm right there in the
Yeah,
middle of
It's a lot.
Do they watch sports?
baseball, basketball, soccer, introducing that stuff to them.
cool.
I've got a 4-year-old that's a really cool, good golfer. I've got
Wow.
a 2-year-old that's already smacking it as I'm throwing it to him overhanded.
Oh my god, that's really
So we've got
cool.
some athletes there. I'm just spending my time working on that. I'm the oldest of 4 boys, and my dad spent a lot of time with us, being that we were from the country and middle class. That was gonna sports led us a long way through college and education.
That's awesome.
So I really
So
wanna pay
opportunity
attention to that
with
for them.
sports with your kids right now,
'Cause
right?
Yeah,
Are you-
and more importantly, the way we're going with whatever we're gonna do or try to do over here in America, moving
Yeah.
forward in the revolutionary period that we're in right now. Education is going to be more and more important. It's
Mhm.
going to be more and more harder to obtain. It's going to get, less and less opportunities of that for education. So I want to make sure that at every angle and level I can plug my kids into a safe being that we can get an education.
Are you watching the baseball series right now? Any MLB for you?
No, not much at all. Here recently, I've got several projects that I'm working on, which pull me away. I was actually going to live vicariously through you ladies in the sports section. A guy living vicariously through the
That's
ladies on the
okay,
sports section.
that's
That's where we are now, though. That's what's up. That's what you can't find on online dating.
Wait, she's
That's
away.
so true. You can always
I'm
find
joking.
sports
I'm so joking.
My husband says that I wrote that I was a big sports fan on my page, but I did not.
Maybe I wrote that. I did
Yeah,
write your profile.
he helped.
There's a
Yeah.
fantasizal portion to
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
too.
Yeah.
It's
No,
perception.
no.
It's perception.
I love going to watch games and stuff. I love sports. I just don't follow it as much as I should, unless it's college football.
Oh, I am in a fantasy football league in which
See?
What is it?
I
How are
am.
you doing?
I'm getting my I'm doing well, but this last week I got my ass kicked.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I had the Kansas City Chiefs defense.
That was like 0
But
done
here's the
and
thing, and
done.
I got 2 points off of it, and I caught a lot of crap for it. But here's the thing: last week
Yeah.
before that, they gave me
did
40
phenomenal,
points.
Yeah.
They had 5 fumble recoveries, 2 return touchdowns off those fumbles.
They did a phenomenal job. I don't know what happened between them and the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers were just playing like a practice game at that point. It was
Well, I
like
don't
34-0 the last time I checked.
Yeah, I don't think Ben Rottenberger can score unless he's in a bathroom with a chick by himself.
Hey, I didn't say that, Ben.
I did.
The bottom line is, I don't know what happened to their offense or defense that day. It was definitely an interesting game. I thought it was going to be a head-to-head competition, and it was not. It was a sad disappointment on Kansas' side. Trust me, being from San Francisco and seeing Alex Smith play, it definitely chokes me up inside from time to time. But I was rooting for you, Alex. What happened? Hey, I get it. Things happen. Shake it off. On to the next game. But Steelers, you did do well. Good job. And welcome back, LaDavion Bell. We love you. We miss you. So I just want to point out a couple things. Number one, where did you get that shirt from?
It is a little bit of a throwback. I'm not sure. I think Polo. Yeah, Polo.
I love the shirt. I gotta
Color.
say, ladies
Thank you.
and gentlemen,
It's
this
October. It's
it's
October.
perfect
Exactly.
for October.
Fall.
If you don't
That's a little
mind,
festive.
can you showcase
Oh,
what color
absolutely.
these jeans are as well?
Oh,
Take a look
yeah.
at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
This
Belt
is a
matches
good.
the
He's
shoes.
rocking
Yes,
a
you
brown
gotta have the belt
belt.
match the shoes. That's an important part. And if you're gonna
Oh
wear
my
leather
God.
shoes, you gotta have the leather belt.
Yeah,
What do you know
exactly.
what shoes these are?
I like the shoes.
These are really hot ladies.
Dolce and Gabbana.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Dolce. Okay.
Yeah,
check
I
you
love
out.
shoes.
Get a close up on the shoes.
I love
And
shoes.
check out his brown socks. Men, you always gotta
Right.
have good socks.
Goes back
Yeah,
to
no white
matching the
socks
shirt.
with
See the
the-
shirt and the sock pattern?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
See that?
So, I mean, trust me, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I'm right here next to him. He does look good and smells good as well. But this is a good outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, take notes if you get the opportunity. This is a platted orange and green, a little bit of white mix, which is a polo shirt that is all the way down to his forearm.
Oh,
and
sleeve.
four sleeve, in addition to a full length, a little bit of some skinny jean actions working out. Very fitted though.
Little bit.
Gray pants that he's rocking, in addition to a brown belt and some beautiful brown Dolce & Gabbana shoes.
And a 9x5.
Oh, I forgot. Is that Nixon? What is that?
9x5. It's a 9x5. It's a local Long Beach, California company.
Oh,
Oh,
where?
They're mostly predominantly known for making sunshades for the last 15 years. They jumped into the watch game December last year.
And there's a shop here in Long Beach?
It is at a store called Private off of PCH.
Oh, PCH is
Check you out.
PCH in Anaheim.
private. Okay.
There you
Wow.
are.
That's right
That's
here.
like right here.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Okay,
Keep it
9-5.
local when I
You gotta
can.
check
Yeah,
it out.
exactly. Yeah.
Keep it local, keep the business together
Yeah, I
in the
love
city.
it.
I love that,
Mhm.
Shane. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in. Once again, you are watching or listening to Miss Profile. And please check us out online at missprofile.com, and you can check out all of our other contacts on IG, Facebook, or Twitter.
If you have any ideas or want to email us at table41 at missprofile.com. Thank you.
Bye, guys.